80 shred?
Did you say that was okay? 65.5.
He's on fire.
Shit, man. It was okay.
People robbing shit. Watch out. Watch out. He's tapping.
Yeah.
Look at that lumberjack.
Now that is green.
That screams 80s.
Hammer down.
80s, baby.
What up, players? What up, players? Look at it. There he is. The man, the myth. R2RP Lockingnut.
The Chicago Shredder.
Yo, mama down. Your mama down where?
R2R3 locking your mama down.
Everybody, how's it going? Thank God it's Friday. Sanitation, that's right.
That's right.
We started the old
Yeah, peaches.
sanitation since COVID kicked in a couple years ago.
Oh, man.
What is up, brothers? R2R3 Lockingnut, everybody. We need applause one. R2R3 Lockingnut, co-host. And then next up, Joe Wentz from the Joe Wentz Project. Healing up from kidney surgery.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And we're so glad he's here with us.
Thank you. Thank you
Great to
very
have
much.
you, buddy.
Sir. God bless.
God bless. That's right.
You ain't kidding. Man.
Damn, Nina. Go
Good
ahead.
to have you back, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but I wanted to give a big shout out, man, to especially Dave Byron down there and his family.
Fort
and his wife.
Myers.
Fort Myers
Yeah.
got hammered by Hurricane Ian, as everybody knows, but Dave and Deb are safe. They had minimal property damage, from what I understand. It was on Facebook, and so thank God that they're okay. And you know, they had to leave a lot of equipment behind and everything in their house because they had to kind of pick up and go at the last minute. And but luckily, everything's okay. I mean, the main thing is they're safe, and they're
safe, yeah,
them and
man.
their animals, and but they got back today, and they're just kind of trying their best to put the pieces back together, figuratively speaking, you know. But everything's intact, thank God. I mean, they
That's
got
good.
minimal
That's
damage,
good.
like I said, but
Yeah, I
just
saw
think
their.
of-
I jumped on their live stream when they were, excuse me, abandoning ship, like a better
Yes.
phrase there. They were packing up their car and moving to a friend of theirs that I guess was a little bit
Yeah,
safer area, and I
Um,
guess the home was a little bit safer, made out of cinder block. So if any
yeah.
damage were to happen, it would
Yeah.
be a little safe. So I'm happy that they were. That they moved out on time. They were smart enough. I know
Yeah,
some of their neighbors,
yeah.
some of their friends stayed behind. I don't know what the outcome of that was. I pray that everything's fine. But yeah, glad that everything's good. And shout out to Electric Gypsy Blues. Jump on his channel. He also did a post
yeah,
on,
about Dave. Yeah.
about Dave Byron. So
Shout out
check
to
that
Louie, absolutely. Thank you,
Yeah.
Louie.
I never understood that, why some people stay and then others go. It's like,
Well,
run, go, get out of there, man.
I can say this. I have a sister-in-law. It's my wife's sister. She lived with us for like 5 or 6 months about a few years ago. She lives down there, but she's in Bradenton. Well, you know, most of the Florida got hit anyway, right? But she's in Bradenton, and she had to stay because some people just don't have nowhere to go, and she didn't.
Yeah.
She just was in a. She's just. I'll just put it this way, because I don't want to throw her business out there. She's just in a situation where she really just can't go anywhere. She just has to ride it out.
You can die.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
but,
Jesus.
but,
Joseph and Mary, man.
I mean, it's just. I don't know, man.
It's rolling the dice sometimes.
And there's
man.
more of my wife's sisters and family that lives down there. She got in touch with all of them, and they're okay. They have minimal damage as well. I don't. That's just really amazing, because there's so many people without power, and there's so many people that lost their houses and lost everything. And I was just like, my God, could you imagine just losing everything and starting all over?
No, man, that was sucking. I saw all the lineman trucks.
Oh, yeah, the utility trucks, yeah.
Those are lineman trucks, the utility trucks. I work for a power and gas company, gas and power company, and they come from all over the country, and they're trying to be proactive and have it prepared, and there's going to be a lot of wires down and, outages, but yeah, man, I'm glad
I'm glad
Dave and his family's safe.
Yeah, man.
That's a bummer, man, because I dropped it on his feed, too. It was like the day before the hurricane. He was, like, playing a gig. Wasn't he? He was...
I don't know, actually.
That guy's always playing gigs, man.
He probably was.
He probably was.
Because he's playing a gig like every day or every other day.
Right. Maybe he was out of Fort Myers. I don't know. But,
yeah, but in all seriousness, I'm glad everyone's okay.
Right.
We don't like to bring anybody down. We want this show's about bringing people up. And so on a lighter note, thank you, Quentin James. If the hurricane does hit Chicago, it's real nice of you that you can keep an eye on my rack. But just to let you know and everyone know that my Shock Mount Mesa Boogie 22 Space Shock Mount rack is shock mounted with special shock mounts on there, hydraulics that if it does get tumbled around a hurricane, all the rack here will
It's good. It's good.
Will be good. But thank you.
Hey, I'm going to be in Chicago Wednesday night.
What?
I'm staying overnight in Chicago Wednesday night. I'm going to see Iron Maiden Wednesday night.
Oh, come on.
Yep, they're in Chicago.
What?
So we got me and my buddy Lester and his wife. We got a hotel down there. And
there you go, R2. There's your chance.
I took Thursday off.
Dude, that'd be cool to see Iron Maiden.
$290 for a ticket. It's not even a nosebleed. Yeah,
that's just for parking, right?
But I paid $350 to see Guns N' Roses at the Bradley Center in Wisconsin. But the thing is, now that bands can't make money off albums anymore, they got to charge quadruple now on ticket prices
for their shows and stuff.
Yeah. I've never seen Iron Maiden. I've been a big fan of their work for years. I would say they're not my top 5, but I respect them as a metal band and one of the founding kind of fathers of a lot of the music I play. And I was like, if I don't go see him, I may never go see him.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking
I'm pretty pumped about it.
I was pretty late to the Iron Maiden game. I mean, I was aware of it, and obviously in the 80s, I was into the metal. Saw a lot of people around me with the Iron Maiden patches on their jean jackets. Everyone had that. You look back to, man, that looks cool.
Yeah, my cousin was crazy about it. He still is. I just never... I never got on that boat, man.
Yeah, I never did either.
Lot of their, but you still, like, I know, like, Joe wanted to do the Troopers, so he's like, yeah, that's a good tune, So, I mean,
right.
You still
it's like later on in my age, I learned to respect them a little bit more and appreciate the music. And
right.
Bruce Dickinson's singing. I'm like,
it's epic.
It's like a lot of the bands, a lot of the hair bands that I used to just turn off back in the day. I only would listen to it because, you'd be driving in the car with your girl and stuff and be like, all right, I'll leave this song on for you. But I couldn't stand it. Right. And, later on, you're like, that's a badass solo, man. That's some good solos back in the 80s,
There was some thought put into it, man.
Yeah. I was like, these guys are really good musicians.
You guys know me, like, I'm not a huge Strat guy. But, I mean, Adrian Smith and Dave Murray have some of the most badass solos. I'm like, oh, he's playing a Strat, but at least Adrian Smith went with Gibson a little more.
The cool thing, fun fact about that is those Strats,
I think
you
they
know,
look good. I think they look great.
it was
Right, but I'm
cool
not a big
because they didn't
Strat guy.
have. It was the Eddie started doing the whole Frankenstrat thing and putting humbuckers
Right.
into Stratocasters when they're all single coils, and it was one of the first times you see Iron Maiden with the double humbucker, and their Stratocasters, and you're like, damn, dude, what's up with that? Custom made,
So,
man,
Yeah.
modified.
It's
Yeah.
just when I got into music, man, Strats weren't my thing. Like when I got into like
What's
you
up,
know,
Thrash?
Van Halen seemed a little bubble gummy, and then with Jump because they were the older Van Halen was better, and then to me, and then I got into really heavy music, so it was just kind of like I don't know,
Yeah,
people weren't playing Strats, but like I said, Dave Murray plays very clean solos. They sound incredible, and incredible players, but
Now,
suppose
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. No, sorry to interrupt you. I just started thinking about when Iron Maiden. Wasn't there a?
I'm lighting a fuse talking about Strats. I know that. But I'm like,
Oh, I love. We love.
I know
Strats.
we do.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, love
I
the
just
Strats.
wish I could. I mean, to me, they're the iconic symbol of what a guitar. What guitar.
That's
They're
what
the
I
overall symbol of what a guitar is.
look. What my 1989 Fender Strat was, man. It was
Right.
89 made in Japan Strat, 3 single coils. Instantly, I put 3 EMGs on it because of David
Yeah.
Gilmour. Around
Right.
that time, David Gilmour was using Fender Strats and had 3
Right.
EMG pickups. So I'm like, I want to be like David Gilmour.
David Gilmour.
And
That's
then
a super Strat at that point.
around that time was Kirk Hammett was using kind of like that. What was that Stratocaster? That black Stratocaster was not a Hamer, but it was Fernandez.
Oh, Fernandez. Okay, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
a
that-
short.
man, that's old school, man.
That was
Old school
short-
Fernandez
school,
Strat
boy.
that he used, and he had the EMGs in it. And I'm like, man, I got 3 EMG pickups, and that's what I was using at my shows, and it sounded good. But a lot of the guitar players in the community at the time and people watching my shows saying, yeah, it sounds great, but it needs to be a little bit thicker. And
Right.
and that's when I went to the Jackson and got the Rhodes. But yeah,
I mean, it
Strats
depends what you're
start with
going
me.
for. It depends what you're going for, right? I mean, your super Strat absolutely sounds incredible, but tell you what, before we get too far,
But real
we
quick,
got-
sorry, just
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
yeah.
What's going on with Bruce Dickinson's voice? Wasn't there a time where he said he wasn't, let's say if it was a 90-minute set, he was only able to do 30 minutes of it or something, or I don't know. I don't know.
I
if
don't know.
my
Other
facts
than
are
him
right.
being almost 70 and flying, I mean, I'm just assuming age. I gotta assume age. That's why I'm like, it's important for me to follow through because I was almost like, you know what, I'm not gonna make this. I'll just give you the money for the ticket and not even go. But it was like, I'm probably never gonna get opportunity to see them again.
Oh, you should see 'em.
Yeah, but we got 15, 16 watching. Happy Friday, everybody. In
Happy
case
Friday.
somebody's watched this, never watched the show before, I'll just do a quick run through. Stafford's Music Studio. I'm Dave. These are my co-hosts, R2R3, Lockingnut, and Joe Wentz from the Joe Wentz Project TV. Or Joe Wentz Project. No, it's not the TV, is it?
Yeah,
the
it's
Joe
the-
Wentz Project.
It's the Joe Wentz Project, but the YouTube channel
Yeah.
is the Joe Wentz Project TV.
TV. So I kind of announced their YouTube projects. We had a podcast on for a year and a half. We kind of took a little break there for a while, and we're just spontaneously jumping up here. Our good man Joe is recovering from a major surgery he had a couple weeks ago, and we're all guitar players. And thank God it's Friday. It's awesome to see all of you here.
Thank
We
you.
want to start off with some roll call.
Yeah, man.
Holy crap, Brendan. Oh, wrong button. Brendan B. Squared.
I thought the record player was like,
There, Joe's got it.
I got it.
yeah.
Turn those claps up louder, Joe. Oh, Brendan.
Brendan says, badass
Brendan B.
motherfucker.
Square is a actor and phenomenal cigar box guitar maker. I still need to get a guitar from him. I had Echo on. We got Electric Gypsy Blues in the house. What up, brother?
What's up, man?
Thrash metal, fun rest, long time, my friend. Freddie Travaris. He was what was he? The first one to create Fender.
Freddie Travarez.
Mark Tanner, what up, my man from Australia?
Mark? We got the wrenches in the house.
We got wrenches. Dwight Bailey, the hitman's in the house.
Hitman.
Dwight Bailey, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
With the awesome silver surfer.
Dwight Bailey's got guitars,
Randy
man.
Rhodes B.
Drool over Dwight's guitars.
Andy Dion.
Quentin James, what the? Couldn't put a video out. You guys might want to check out. I forget the guy's name, but he got yelled at by the
From Schecter.
Guitars. He's telling a story back at his salesman days.
Yeah. Yeah. What else we have here?
Ralph,
Dan
the
of New
German butcher.
Yeah,
Ralph.
Dan of New Jersey.
Ralph's becoming a TikTok star. Make sure you check him out. His videos are doing really good on TikTok. Not TikTok. Dan of NJ. What's up? Is that Dan? Yeah,
Dan of New Jersey.
Dan of New Jersey. Welcome, my man. Happy Friday.
Hey,
Glad
man.
you're here.
What's going on, man?
Mike is himself, my man. And Dion, my man.
He's at work.
Indeed.
Who's at work?
Mike
Oh,
himself.
Mike
Mike is himself. He said, guys, watch it for work. Clock out.
Clock out. Glad you're taking here.
Clock out.
Wait
Take
a
a
minute.
break.
Mike is himself's at work. Mike, I bought this. This is some tasty whiskey right here, brother.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
You know, Mike, what we should do is pull the plug on the power. That's what happened at work.
Yeah.
We're finishing up at work. I was done, but the next building over that is affiliated with us, I guess their power and the phones went out, so we couldn't make any phone calls, contact anybody. Computers weren't working, so the main boss, CEO, said, "Happy Friday, everybody. Can't clock out, so everybody go home."
Cheers to him.
So
I'm
we're
not gonna
like,
pour it.
"Woo-hoo."
I don't have a big shot glass, but I'm just gonna. It's sip. Put the pinky out.
Is that Lipton iced tea?
Caramel, salty caramel. What is it? Tennessee, smoky Tennessee whiskey.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness. Gracious alive.
Oh yeah, man,
It's cold.
that good.
Must be cold in Wisconsin.
Oh,
It's gonna be 45 degrees in the
Right?
morning.
oh,
It
that's
was in the
nice,
30s the
man.
other night.
That's
We're
nice.
live on Facebook also. I got that working.
Hey, I was wanting to bring up something that we talked. Is it okay if I bring this up? What we talked about off
Absolutely.
the air last week? And,
Oh man, we were.
Can we? We were
Yeah.
rolling on that.
We were
I don't
rolling. Yeah,
remember-
I
I don't
wish
remember what we're
I wish
talking
we were.
about.
I wish we were rolling live. I do.
I didn't think
I mean,
about
if
it
you don't want to
until later.
mention certain names on the channels, but
Yeah,
we're
well,
going to talk about the topic. But
I
it's up to you.
can-
Yeah.
I can just say this: there's a big YouTuber out there, and it's just something that I noticed recently. I saw Philip McKnight do he kind of talked about it in his live stream the other week, and there's a big YouTuber out there. He's got a ton of subs, man. Like what, 2 million or something?
That's like me.
and and he's got his own signature Gibson, and I thought, okay, and I guess that's how things go these days. And we were
No,
talking
I
about
think we
that
should
last
put a
week.
name on it, don't you, Joe? I ain't
Well,
afraid.
it's up to
You
y'all.
can put a
man.
Are you
name on
afraid?
it, but
I'm not afraid. Now I know
Just
what you're
real
talking
quick,
about.
real quick. After we were talking about this off the air, real quick. Dry
Okay.
heat. What's going on, brother?
Hey,
Right.
Dry Heat, what's up?
We were talking about this offline, and the next morning I was watching a particular YouTuber. We were talking about Ola England. We were mentioning
Oh, yeah.
Ola England on the
Hola.
on the off stream,
Yeah.
behind the green room, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Yeah.
And he happened to mention, and he wanted to mention about what we were talking about, and he said that he did not know that this particular individual that we're going to mention was all the proceeds are going to some kind of something for children.
Charity. Okay.
charity for children.
Well, that's great.
So
They are.
that changed my whole perspective on things. Well, he said that that's what the website said, that even though this YouTuber gets a lot of attention, a lot of views, and Gibson decided to make him a signature guitar, that all the proceeds go to
Charlie S.
music
charity,
for
yeah.
children, or
That's-
something's going on, something that went to a good cause. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
I went like, okay, and even Ola went, I guess that kind of changes things a little bit and why he did it, but
Long
but
as
still,
it's real. Long as it's real.
yeah.
Long as he's really doing
And
it.
seeing, I think electric. Some people already have it in the chat. Andy Dion and Electric Gypsy Blues already mentioned the YouTuber that we're talking about.
Well, it's like
That's correct. Rick Beato.
yeah, it's like we were talking that. Well, I saw somebody say this in a live stream in a chat, and it makes sense. It's just for me, it's still kind of hard to wrap my head around because I'm just I'm considered an old guy, and it's like the person commented, YouTube is the next generation rock star of today. It's pretty much, and it's true, really. If you have a successful channel, and you got a lot of subs and everything, you can
It's true, but I'll tell you what, I like
can
going
achieve
to
a lot of things, I would imagine.
I like going to a show a lot better than watching someone play on YouTube, like a band wise. But yeah, I agree with you, Joe. It really is.
Yeah, so that's Gibson. The big company's going to go after these individuals that watch these individuals. If that makes any sense. Because I mentioned offline that there were some individuals, that guitar players that play Gibson, and they do not have their own signature. And one of them was Vivian Campbell. Yeah, right here, guys, right here. See the shirt I'm wearing?
You know what's funny? Hey, Joe. Yes,
Andy, you
I don't
crazy.
have the baseball jersey, but I have the full black long sleeve.
Oh, okay.
And I wore it today, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, I gotta mow the grass." I went out there and I had a coat over it. But I
Oh,
wore
you don't
my
got the
Rob
baseball,
shirt.
the baseball jersey?
No, mine was just a long sleeve. I love the baseball jersey too. Yeah, I wore it all day. I was like, well, I sweated
Yeah,
up in it, so
for
I
the show.
changed.
Oh my goodness. But what were you saying, R2?
No, I was Vivian Campbell. Vivian
You
Campbell.
said
Yeah.
they made an Epiphone for him, but
They
not
made
a
an
Gibson.
Epiphone signature, but not a Gibson. But he has his own Gibson custom shop, so he has to pay for his own custom shop
Wow.
made Gibson. But it's not something that could be sold to the public. I mean, this is
That's
my
so
opinion.
wild.
I don't know if it's fact, but what happened to Zach Wilde when Sharon pulled the plug on him and he wasn't no longer with Ozzy? He no longer was with Gibson, and he had to go with Schecter. That all stopped. But look at all those Gibsons now. I mean, those Gibsons are worth.
Let's not talk
lots
about
of
that right now. Listen,
But I know. I'm sorry, but I think of Zach Wilde, and I'm like, could you imagine if what if if
I don't know
Gibson,
if it was they dropped because of Sharon, pulling. I don't know if they.
Well, MXR dropped them. There's no more, overdrive pedals, wah-wah pedals, all the pedals that MXR had for them. The Gibson, it's all gone. They're like, yeah,
bastards.
your Black Label Society is good, but not as big
Not
as
that
Ozzy.
good. Not as
Right.
Fozzy Ozzy, yeah.
Man, I looked up some of those pedals one time. I think it was last year or something. Those things, of course, on the used market, they were outrageously high, man.
Right?
Man, those things
Yeah.
were high. I was
Why do you
like,
think I
You're
got?
getting screwed on them. You're getting
I had to
screwed
buy
on 'em.
a Zach Wilde on Reverb.
Before you show that R2, I just want to go to the panel. Mark Tanner says, everyone, Rick is a pretty stand-up guy. I trust him when he says the profits are going to charity. But I
hope so.
trust everyone. See, Mark, you threw that on the end, so you had me. You had me to.
You had me
I
like,
trust
oh, yeah,
everyone.
trust
But I
everybody.
trust everyone. Damn it, Mark. No, I don't know. Okay.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, I hope
mean,
so too. I really do.
I mean, I'm sure he gets to keep the guitars. He doesn't have to pay for them or anything.
well, my whole thing was when I brought it up that it wasn't. Oh yeah, the Zach Crybaby. Wow.
The Crybaby, this
Yeah,
thing's
look
badass.
at that. Look at
What is
that.
that?
Oh.
Yeah, it's got the
So
bullseye.
I
on the
always have my
Crybaby thing.
eye open looking for one of them.
That's
Guitar
awesome.
Center.
One of the best wah-wah pedals. I'm
Oh,
serious.
absolutely.
Oh, it just sounds
That's
great. And the
awesome.
overdrive,
Yeah.
I love it.
How
I
much?
have-
How much you want?
This
How much you want?
I have
They make
one.
a deal
I have
now.
one in the box that I need to solder the 9 volt.
Oh, that's right. I
adapter
remember
thing.
that. Yeah.
Listen, I got a guy that can fix that. So how much for the
Oh, me
broker
too.
one?
My wife's uncle's a master.
Oh yeah, he's an
electrician.
electrician. Yeah.
I got a couple guys that can fix about anything.
Well, like I was saying, just to backtrack for a second, I wasn't saying anything negative about Rick having his own signature model. I just thought that was, I was like,
Right.
Whatever happened to the days of, because we're not in those days no more. So it just took me
Yeah.
a minute to kind of readjust. I was like, well, what happened to the actual guitar heroes who have signature models? That's kind of a thing of the past now, so to speak, you know?
No, you're absolutely right. I think they're still, I think they're still getting some signature models out there, but when the general consensus, in my opinion, and many others, when they pump out a band, a record company that they know they're going to make a quick buck on, and within a 2-year period they'll never be heard of again, they're not going to put much bank into getting signature guitars of those kind of little rock bands. I mean, it's a few and far in between of the iconic shredder players. So, yeah, these YouTube. I mean, Tyler Larson became a PRS actual artist
Yeah.
solely because of his YouTube channel. He wasn't putting out original content until they made him an artist, and then he started.
But he was using their guitar, so they
Correct.
latched onto him and went like, "All right, we're gonna."
right,
Here's
But
here's a guitar player,
right, but it all circles back to what Joe was saying.
Phil X.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But he
Okay,
tours
Phil
all
X
the
is
time.
an excellent guitar
Oh,
player.
man. He's
But
incredible.
why did they give him a Gibson signature? Bon Jovi. Right? I mean, he started touring with
Right.
Bon Jovi, and they're like, "We got to give this guy a guitar." I mean, he was with one of the excellent guitar makers out there. You got to look into it. Framus. I mean, their reputation for building quality guitars is top notch. He went from Framus to Gibson,
True.
and Gibson latched onto him because you're singing, or not singing, you're playing with Bon Jovi. So they gave him a signature, and now I don't know, Bon Jovi ain't doing too well up there, but that's
Well,
a
his
different
vocals
topic.
suck. No, it's not off topic. But I was just gonna say that Phil X, at the same time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but at the same time that he was touring with Bon Jovi, Hired Gun came out, so there was a lot of tension. It was probably the he was doing a lot of things at that point. The last few years since that came out, like a domino effect of a couple years after, some huge clinics, Hired Guns, that documentary,
Yeah. Excellent documentary. Yeah.
and touring with Bon Jovi. So it was like Bon Jovi, and I mean he, Nita Strauss, she got a signature. He got a signature. Mark Tremonti has had signatures, but then Tyler Larson gets a PRS signature.
Wait, but did he? Did Tyler Larson get one, or they
No, yeah, you know what? He didn't get a signature, right?
No, I
But
don't
he became a. That's
just
next.
became like a
He was an artist, a PRS artist.
yeah?
But you know what's coming next, right? I mean, I don't know. So
But-
it goes back to what Joe was saying. He's right. I mean, they're looking at where they can sell their product the most. The new rock stars are. YouTube.
man. Social media. Yeah. It's
I mean,
crazy. It's so crazy. I was like, man. I'm
Now that
old.
COVID's kind of opened up and bands are touring again, maybe that will shift some. Maybe.
Well, later on, we should go on my channel and when we play Guess This Riff. Remember that Gibson video we made 2 years ago? Remember, I was pretending I was endorsed by Gibson.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was probably like 3 years ago.
Okay, I put it back on my channel. I had it like private for a long time. And
Okay.
I made it public, and
So
that was
you-
the whole joke back then. It was Gibson
Right.
was getting a bad name, and then they're signing artists, and they signed R2 R3.
So you
And
locate.
people actually believed it.
So you Fender has like 150 signatures exactly, and it's just to get their guitar out in front of people. R2, you locate that, so when I go to your page, you can direct me quickly. It's just like even like everyone hates on Nickelback. Well, he was a PRS player when they got famous, and then Gibson picked him up. Now I don't know if he has a signature, but
PRS.
he basically
People robbing shit.
put them in the case, and I don't know if he's playing him again or not. But he went all Gibson for a good couple of years. Electric Gypsy Blues says Gibson knows. YouTube. What is that? YouTube force to be reckoned with, and it'll definitely give them the promotion they want. Yeah, promo.
Yeah, they definitely give them the promotion they want.
Thrash says Rick is actually his father, but his assistant blocked his accounts. Well, it's
What?
it's all right, Thrasher. Oh wait, yeah. Thrash, Thrash, I am your father. What the hell?
What was it? Where
It
is
sounds
it?
like it's pretty quiet in the peanut gallery
But
there,
the
Thrash.
Electric Gypsy Blue says R2, Electric Gypsy, and Dave should meet up at Chicago Music Exchange.
Hey, I'm gonna say hi to Fundamentals Thrash Refs.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at there.
that's the cousin.
Rick.
That's the cousin. Hey, Six String Brian, here's a fun fact. We just found out. We didn't know this. I'm glad you told us. He likes Les Pauls.
Hey, all right.
Hey, really? Crazy.
No way.
Brendan B Squared says John 5 has signature B Squared shovel guitar. Played it on his Instagram.
My
That's
goodness.
right. Six String Brian, how's it going, my man? I know
going
you
on,
love
brother?
them Les Pauls, man. I don't play mine a whole lot, but my Les Paul Custom is so much heavier than a standard or any other Gibson they make. It's just, I think it weighs out at like 14 pounds. I'm not sure. It's so heavy. So heavy.
14 pounds.
They say 11, but man, that thing is like it's like having a small child carrying around, you know. Janice from Facebook. She's like, hey, I'll stop by after I play. All right, Janice.
Right, Janice.
Say, Miss Law.
Janice is going to cover this song tonight. This is her favorite song to cover.
I can only count to 4.
I can see Janice doing this one. Right, Janice? Hey, you just got to dig deep. You hear my dog barking?
No.
Yeah, just barely. Just barely.
Six String Brian, what Dave needs is a Gibson Les Paul Zach Wild Bullseye.
I almost bought one. It was 95. It was
do you think, Brian?
8,500.
What do you think, David?
8,500.
An R9 or a Zach Wild?
Zach Wild. I gotta get my. I will get my reverb shop set up. The Jaguar's going, man, and
Dave would buy an R9 and put Fishman pickups in it. Just kidding. That would piss off a lot of people.
there. Andy's got a great point. Andy Dan. He says get a four-point harness guitar strap. There you go.
Yeah, like what's his name
I
from
look
Trivium?
cool there, huh?
The guy from Trivium. You know what I'm talking about? You've heard of the band Trivium, right?
Yeah. What's his name?
I know one of the guitar players is Corey, but the singer, guitar player.
He did Shred Wars. It was Jared Dines. The singer.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell's his
But
name?
he has this special strap that's almost like a kind of like a backpack thing. I don't know. It goes over his shoulders and it stay. I don't know. You have to see
Right.
it.
All right. Quit. Thanks, man. I have a weight relief Les Paul. It's called a Chipson. It's really light. You strap my custom on and do like a 5-hour practice. You'd be stretching the spinal column out, believe me.
Be like
Oh,
Matt Heafy.
Matt,
Thank you,
that's
Brendan.
right, Matt. Yes.
Matt Heafy. If you look at his channel, or Trivium channel, he has this special strap that he puts on his guitars that are just it's unique. I guess it helps with the balance of it, the weight relief, no matter how heavy the guitar is. I couldn't picture myself wearing one of those, but
I just got a big Levy strap. I paid $60 for it 25 years ago or whatever. It's python skin on it. I'm like, yeah.
see, and I'm hooked on DiMarzio clip locks, man. It's that seatbelt material that just I don't
Okay,
feel
that's
anything.
great. Seatbelt. I have a seatbelt strap too that I love.
Right?
Some of the guitars are a little headstock neck heavy. They're like, they kind of
Yeah.
slip a little. It's like, "Oh, get back
Well,
up here.
then
Oh, get back up
DiMarzio
here."
makes one a special one that doesn't slip. I have
Oh,
that from
yeah.
my Jackson Kelly because my
Yeah.
Jackson Kelly is neck heavy to the
Yeah.
max. I love
Certain
that guitar,
guitars,
but
right.
I can't stand up playing guitar with it.
Right, you're like, hey, yeah, that goes. No.
Oh,
Or the seatbelt gets off your shirt on your neck, and it's like gonna cut into your.
strap on
Yes,
like this.
bent over like the guys in Korn. Korn rocks. 1999 watch. Korn kill it. 99 Woodstock. Man, they did awesome. Brendan hung out with Trivium,
Yeah.
and I don't know how to pronounce Gizmachi.
Gizmachi, yeah.
Machi.
It's Manchi too. That's Jay Hannon's band.
Well, I'm gonna be in. I'm gonna leave. Madison about 4:00, so I should be in Chicago around 7:00 Wednesday night. So
And I was at that show, Brendan. I was at that show. That's how I saw Jay Hannon's rack.
bullshit quitting.
He had the TC Electronic G-Force, and it had a display on there. It says "Who farted."
Quitting.
For press board. Oh,
Come
man.
on, man.
Particle board. What?
Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. I don't hate on anybody else's guitar, but I get hate. All right. I hear you. John Hannon's band.
Jay.
Jay.
Did you say John Hannon?
John J. JJ. Fun Metal says, one time this hippie metal dude blocked his account because he thought he had a fake
come
name. Yeah. Well, not that. Well, anyway.
Everybody loves your cousin Thrash, man.
All right. So, otherwise, how the hell have you guys been, man? Caught up in the chat.
Yes, sir.
How you been, R2? Hanging in there, man?
Yeah, man. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm happy.
Cheers, little whiskey.
I didn't have to take a nap. I was full of energy, man. I just had some good Chicago-style pizza, man. It was Friday night pizza night with the family here. So I'm good, man.
It's awesome. My
doing
brother
really good.
came down last night. I haven't seen him in a long time. It was a good night.
Yeah. You were talking about that last night.
Yeah. Of course, I was the loser. I was the first one sleeping.
Oh, come on.
Well, my wife said I passed out, but sleeping upright on the couch with your feet on the floor is not passed out. That's just sleeping. Every time I started snoring, people would yell at me to wake me up, but, it's tired. So, yeah, I see it.
That's right, Dry Heat. The P for PRS stands for patience, Dave.
Right, yeah. Depends if you're custom ordering one. So Joe, how are you doing, brother? How's the healing process going? What's going on? I'm sure everybody's interested to hear.
Yeah, the healing process is going good with the surgery. I went to my urologist today, and he was very pleased with how things were looking, and
Nice.
so I officially got released from him, which is great. And so now it's on to the phase 2, which is the back surgeon. And I go to him on the October the 11th, and then
11th.
yeah, next month, and figure out what goes on with that. There's going to be another surgery because I can't hardly sit still in this chair.
I think
So-
today's the 1st, isn't it? No, 30th.
No,
Tomorrow's the 1st.
Tomorrow's the 1st, yeah. So
Holy crap. So, yeah, 11 days. It'll be
September's
going-
gone.
Yeah,
Damn, this year's going fast. Wow.
it is. It's flying
Yeah.
by. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, man.
Well,
But that's
I
good,
mean,
Dave, or Joe. That's I'm glad you're
Yeah.
recovering well with
Thanks,
the
man.
kidney
Yeah.
issues, and hopefully get your back straightened out, man.
Yeah, we get that done, and man, good lord.
Yeah, you don't need complications from the kidney because it's
Yeah,
get to that back and get that shit taken care of because that'll
yeah,
knock you out for another 10 weeks or so probably.
yeah.
So
I'll get that done, and
yeah,
hopefully get back to work, get things back to normal, man. But we'll get there. It's just,
right.
it's just like everything else. You gotta wait your turn. You know,
Now, do
So
you
I
have to
was
go get another scan?
I shouldn't.
Okay.
I've already did scans for my back.
Okay.
Actually, I did those first before the kidney stuff.
isn't that
'cause
how
it
they
was-
found something in the kidney or no?
No, that was when I went to the emergency room on another occurrence with something else. So
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
that's when they found
that's right.
that's when
Sorry.
they found the stuff with the kidney, and I was like, "You found what?" I
Right.
had no idea.
Well,
I'm telling you, man, going to the doctor is like going to the mechanic. All you want is an oil change, and they tell you your brakes are bad. Okay, your transmission needs what?
I'm
your
telling you,
calipers
man.
are sticking.
What? I
It's
just
like-
all I wanted was an oil change, man.
Yeah.
We found this and this and this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, come on now.
Right?
I remember my dad he has a mass in his kidney, and we were shitting bricks. And
Oh man, you and me. I was like, you found what now?
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
But,
and he had a biopsy and came back benign. So and now
Yeah.
he's like 74. It's like now they don't give a shit anymore. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna worry about your prostate anymore because you had high PSA numbers and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay. So who cares, right? So you'll make her to 85, 90, 95 maybe for whatever. So like, no use testing for any of it anymore, I guess. That's a hell of a feeling too when you're that age. Doctor's like, yeah, nah, we don't need more biopsies. We're
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah, man. So we're just moving along, just get this next phase started and get it over with and get that done, and I can finally get back to work. It'd be good.
that's right.
I'm just glad to see you on here, man.
Oh,
Glad to
me
see
too.
your
Thank you, yeah.
videos. Good to see you playing your
Yeah.
guitar again.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Man. I was
when,
like, phew.
when you would talk, and WhatsApp and messaging,
Oh man,
telling me how much pain you were in,
That was
and
like a-
unable to play guitar,
oh man,
and for us guitar players, not being able to play guitar is
that's
that's brutal,
horrible.
man.
That's
It's horrible.
horrible, man.
No, a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, "What's this guy talking about?" But man,
Well,
when you tell another guitar player I haven't played guitar in a long time, you're like, "Dude, no way, man."
what they did to my right shoulder when I was off, it affected my nerves so bad in my hand. I came down here and I started taking notes on Logic Pro,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even write with it. Whatever it did, it really screwed up my
man.
nerves.
Oh man.
And so then I had that brace on. I was slowly take it off or leave it on. I could just lift my arm wide enough to put it over electric guitar body, and then I didn't have any pain. You know what I mean? But if
oh,
I
I
had to
know.
go any more, it felt like my shoulders ripping apart. It was like almost like starting over to get my coordination back to pick.
Ain't
Like,
that something, man?
that sucked.
That sucks. Boy.
That really sucked. And I made a video, wash it all away. Five finger death punch. I remember R2 going, "What shoulder surgery?" Well, I couldn't raise my arm off the body of my guitar. I took 2 Percocet before that video. And just to try to, get through it because it took me probably a year and a half to get my penmanship back. Not that it was good before, but like how. So I don't know what could have happened nerve wise, but just for some reason, it just weird shit. Man.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
a weird experience, man.
That's when you start hanging around with that bass player, man, playing all those wrong notes, and you guys would stop in the middle of the what?
Not oh yeah.
What?
No, we wouldn't play wrong notes. It'd be like, let's build this intro up, like coming on the big slide and have a band meeting. Like, the best one ever. I'm not gonna say his name, but the best one ever was we had a serious band meeting, going over like some serious shit about to play out and play a party, and like getting it together, and I said, well, you know, you remember Eddie doing this. And now we have, what's her name? I'm not going to say. And we had Eddie for like 3 months and decided he didn't have the range to do the rest of the covers we wanted. And he goes, "Who's Eddie?" Uh-oh. I looked at him. I said, "The guy that was here for 3 months."
It's this guy right here. Man,
I'm like,
Eddie.
"Are you shitting me? The guy that was in the same room as us for 10 hours a week, man. What do you think?"
10 hours a week.
Oh, no.
Oh, so.
I get it, man. I get it.
Oof.
What?
Yeah. Let's see. If anybody's a little lost, we're talking about my Airhead bass player once upon a time ago.
Yeah, play that video. You got that video?
Guess what, good Steve? About what? What do you mean? About what? What do you mean? Just talked about. What we just talked about. I was playing riff. Explain it to him.
I like that. Explain it to him. Explain it to him.
What do you mean? What?
What
do you
I got
mean?
a longer clip here. Let me see. Here's our little. I have full videos of him on my YouTube channel, by the way. I went up to St. Vinny's and got that all man.
Sanitation. They didn't go for it.
Sanitation. Sanitation? Yeah, I told you to tell him he was in a sanitarium, not sanitation. Sanitarium, yeah. Sanitation? Come on. Sanitation? You should have kept your mouth shut anyway.
Oh, okay.
They'd have thought you was a horse and let you out. Sanitation? Sanitation?
Oh, I got one more for your video.
That's what your bitch ass get. Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit.
Oh, no.
Almighty. Fuck ass nigga.
God almighty. God.
Analogs on the way.
I put this video together, man.
I
wasn't trying shit.
Bitch, what you call
They on the
it,
way?
nigga? Yeah, they on the way.
I went up there. I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal no package, bro. God damn.
What you call it then?
What was in that bitch? Cell phone?
Motherfucker, man, shit.
Nah, bitch ass nigga, booby trap, nigga, ex-military, nigga. Marine Corps, nigga.
Marine Corps.
Sit your bitch ass down, wait for the law, nigga.
I'm just,
You should have killed your motherfucker.
nah, my bad. I'm gonna bring that Christmas back.
No, fuck all that, nigga.
That's right. Love that clip.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude.
I never seen that full clip. I seen
You've never seen the full
I seen
clip?
little bits and pieces. I said, "What is going on there?" Now I know.
grabbed the one clip and then
Holy
I found another clip of that guy trying to reach his hand into the door. and
My
the guy goes,
God.
oh, bam! Ah!
I don't see how he didn't break his arm.
Well, that was two different
man.
clips. That wasn't
Oh.
the same guy.
There's two different clips, but
Yeah.
not the same guy. Yeah, I grabbed that
Oh
second
my
clip and I put
God.
it together and I sent it to Dave. I didn't think he was going to show
You
it.
do great. Well, yeah, you do great editing. Well, no, I need it. This is R2 very important to the show because
Video editing by R2.
What is with people trying to steal your packages, man? That's so what is
I
wrong
know
with
right
people,
here.
man?
This dude was an ex-marine, and look what he did. I mean, that's,
That's what your bitch.
fucking put a bomb in there, man.
There you go, man.
What your
Booby
bitch
trap,
ass
man.
get? That's what your bitch ass get. Like,
The guy lifts up his mask. He goes, "Hey, man, I'm the neighbor next door."
yeah, trying to steal your package.
I wasn't trying. He goes, "What do you call it then, man?"
Hit him in the hind.
I bet that fucker
Hey,
don't
now.
come back. Damn. Whew.
He goes, "Law enforcement's on the way. They're on the way." Oh,
16
he
Branson
gets up,
play
he's
the
like,
Kenneth
"Listen."
video. You know what, Brian? I got rid of the Kenneth video because I pissed off a couple.
Too much heat, man.
I got too much heat over the Kenneth Copeland video. People, it was just farting, but he.
My God.
Yeah, some people. Hey,
We had a lot of people.
I'm
from,
keeping religion out of it. I'm gonna try to keep politics and religion out of my show, but
We had a lot of people from the Bible Belt down there. No offense, Joe, but they were leaving
don't bother me none,
nasty messages from South Carolina, North Carolina. I go, take that shit off.
oh yeah, they were. Seriously, I got messages from people about.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
They're just like, they're like, hey, dude.
Yeah.
My mama, my grandmama loves that man. I'm like, okay. Simmer down.
That was like this other one that
Oh, my God.
I got heat for this one too, but I keep playing. Her boyfriend cheated on her. They called him Laura. Talking about Laura. There it is.
It's like the best vocals for that stuff.
She's like, it's not, you're fired, you're hired. Right? And you're hired. That's right. We got it.
That's hilarious, man. Oh, my God.
What else we got? What is it? It's tip of the hour, folks. It's 17 watching. Let's crank it up. Let's get some guitar.
You're offended, you're woken up.
Everybody awake?
Everybody's awake now, man. Everybody's awake now. They're all going, you see what these motherfuckers are playing out here? Am I from Uranus?
What
See,
the
man, nothing's private. You send
Nothing's
stuff to your
private.
friends. So you send stuff to your friends, and all of a sudden it's on YouTube.
Oh, man.
I thought it said in the caption below for the show. I couldn't remember. I thought it said
man.
Boy.
that. All right,
I
let's
think you
get
forgot
to
the
it.
word not for the show. No, I'm just kidding. I don't
Oh,
care.
I still have the old. Here we go. We gotta have music with it. Here we go. There we go.
And now it's time for Guess That Riff with Stafford's Music Studio.
Joe's like, okay, where's the riff?
No.
I saw you go like,
So look, I can't hear the applause. He's got it so loud. All right.
I'm sorry.
I need a drink.
It's loud on my end. Okay.
Is it? No, it's good. No, it's loud. I was really loud. But here we go. Who wants to be first?
where are we going?
We got 3 new riffs. Do we want any last week's riffs? What the hell was last week's
Yeah,
riffs?
play some songs, man. Play some riffs. Everybody likes riffs.
Last week's riffs.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I love that guitar.
Yeah, buddy. David.
That's what your bitch ass did.
Marine Corps, bitch!
Oh, man, that was awesome, dude.
That was a badass. What the?
Get ready. 213 Live, opening up for Iron Maiden.
65.
A Mexican woman. A Mexican woman. Stay away from me.
That's it.
That's it now, boy. Jeez.
I had to slow that down to see that. Did you see his shoes fly across the
Let's say it
yard?
again. Hold on, let me see.
What's your bitch ass
You
shit?
lost his shit.
Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Broke ass nigga. Yo. Broke ass nigga. That's what your bitch ass is.
Shit.
Analogs on
By the way, that was
Shit,
Tom and Jerry
Sorry,
Tom
ass
Scream.
I wasn't trying to
So
steal.
he shit himself. Watch this.
Bitch, what you call
They on the
it,
way.
nigga? Yeah, they on the way.
I went
They
out
on the way,
now.
nigga.
I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I
from
wasn't
next
trying
door.
to steal no package, bro.
Damn.
What do you call it then?
Son of a bitch.
Hey, man.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, tonight, I didn't have a Joe. Did I have a Joe riff last week? No, yes, no, I don't know where it is.
No, not last week. No.
All right, well, let's bring up a Joe riff with his new recovery. Here we go. I love the Ace Frehley poster, man, in the background.
Thanks, man.
Nice. Nice.
Very nice.
That was Ralph the German Butcher on drums.
Yes, on drums. Yes, yes.
Ralph, the German Butcher.
Nice.
TikTok phenomenon. Check his TikTok out, everybody.
Don't steal the kids.
Don't steal the kids. R2R3 Lockingnut. He's up next. Here we go.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Wait, anybody guess that riff? I should ask. Gotta play a little bit. What were the guesses?
I don't see nothing yet.
Andy wins.
don't steal the kids.
Don't steal the kids.
That wasn't it. That was not it. That was incorrect.
Anybody got any clue what that was?
What's your bitch ass shit? Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Broke ass.
Anybody have any idea?
MC Hammer.
They are stumped, I would
They're
say.
stumped. Joe?
Cold Blood by Kicks. I love that song, man.
You know, I used to think that was Motley Crue back in the day.
That song was huge when I was in high school, man.
I
Yeah.
know, isn't that weird? You think it's a total different band. It's like, oh no, it's not Motley Crue.
Right?
All right, here we go. Up
Damn.
next.
It's at that riff,
R2,
man.
R3. Lucky Duck. Here we go.
Here we go.
number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
That's awesome.
Hey, winner, chicken dinners.
All right, we got the winner here, Six String Brian with Mob Rules.
Six-string
That was Mob Rules, Black Sabbath with Ronnie James Dio. I put a little hint in there with a little Ronnie James clip of him singing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Fair enough.
What's up, Dana Eberhardt in the house?
Hey, Dana.
I'll get rid of it. It'll be a piece of cake, just like my penis enhancement. I want it to hang down to my knees. They moved up my knees.
Never gets old.
Never gets old, right? Something I thought of at one time, right? Maybe not. All right. Final refuge of the night. Unless I go back into the archives. Let's see, where's it at? Here we go, folks. Hey, Dana Everhart. What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
Welcome. Happy Friday. Good to see you, my friend. Here we go. Guess this riff, Dana, and everyone else. Oops, I almost re-clicked the R2s. Where'd mine go? Here it is.
Mighty.
Love that. That's all porches should be booby trapped like that. People probably guess that one. Let me see. Andy Dion. Did Andy get it? Or somebody else for him. Not Dio. Andy Dion. Wherever I may roam. Metallica. Congratulations.
All right.
Hooah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, pretty good. Guess those riffs, gentlemen. Thank you for the entries.
Yes.
I have a ton of riffs in the archive here. Holy smokes. But, yeah.
You have that one I sent you earlier?
I'm not sure which one it is. Earlier tonight? You only sent me one tonight.
Oh, here. Let's see.
I always do it with That was fun, wasn't it, guys? God, it's always a hoot doing that.
Yeah, man.
Anybody sick of hearing this song yet? I'll change it. I like getting stuck in R2's head.
Because I'll wake up tomorrow and be...
Pull for my Valentine. Hopefully this don't get me copyright striked. I don't know. Oh, I got a message.
That was the one I sent earlier in the chat.
All right, I'm going to mute. I want to see if it's still not good.
Let's see if he recognizes this. He's like, who is this? All right, let's see who's in the chat. Anybody new in the chat here?
Dana Everhart is asking how I was doing. I was doing all right, Dana. Thanks, man. Just trying to recover. Trying to get there, man. I appreciate your inquiry.
Yeah, I don't have that one loaded. I can load it,
All
though.
right.
I can load it, though. Chat among yourselves. I can load it. We have a shit ton of riffs. I can bring it down then, too. I'm going to 18 watching. How all you fine folks doing tonight? Welcome.
Happy Friday.
Friday. You want to watch some, we got some tattoo PRS commercials. We got some Rob's Music Store commercials. You guys want to watch one? Oh, I got my volume up on my phone again. Son of a...
You still have these shirts in your store, right, Joe?
And they're in my store, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, not Rob, but I got just F Play shirts.
Yeah.
These ones right here.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Right here. Should have put the link in the description. You guys can buy these shirts, too. Right there.
You can also get a pillow.
That's right. That's right. Anything you want. That's right.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me... you guys got anything right now? You want me to hit a commercial?
I hit a commercial. I'm going to go grab a beverage.
I'll upload this riff. There we go.
The best video ever.
Oh, my God.
It's the best video ever.
Okay, go get your drink.
Yes, my Sith. I have an important mission for you to do.
How may I serve you, Master?
I need you to find the R2 unit. It has some very important plans that we need to continue our mission.
Hey, kid. Come on over here and check this out. I've got a new mission that we have to do.
Dude, what's happening, Han? We got a new mission, man, bro. Awesome, dude.
Holy shit, kid. Don't get too excited. I need to go find my buddy Lando. He can help us find this damn R2 unit.
Busted. Hey, you know you found the right man to do the job, motherfucker. What's up, Han? Ain't seen you in a long time since Cloud City. You need to find the R2 unit, man. Follow me, motherfucker. I can tell you one thing right now, bitch. If you don't pay me my damn money by the end of this goddamn mission, I'm gonna fuck your ass up. You need some good stuff? Hey, bitch, come here. Now help us find this R2 unit. Help your man out here. Don't let me fuck him up. Bam! There you go, motherfucker. I found him. They don't call me the fastest bounty hunter for nothing.
Listen, Lando, that's not the R2 we're looking for.
What the fuck you talking about, hon? I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bitch.
Yes, we're talking about this R2.
What the hell is this? Unbelievable, you stupid fool.
Best video ever.
Sure it is.
Hello, Sandra.
That's
Sandra
it.
Picard in the
R2
house.
Hey,
R2
Sandra.
gets glory. I get ripped on for PRS. I get it.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Good stuff. It's all good. As long as it's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Baby. Let's see.
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch, and phone keeps going up in volume. All right. Sandra, how you doing, girl? Thanks for stopping in. I'm looking for a riff at late entry from I don't know. Ooh. Trying to
What?
load it.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, Dana.
What's going
Dana,
on?
what do you say?
Oh, dude. Well, have a good night, man.
You too, my
Dude.
man. Oh, here it is.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. Dana, I'm
What?
so sorry.
Dude.
Oh my
man.
my God, my
So sorry, man. I had no idea. Oh my goodness.
Truly, I'm sorry, man. Wow.
Dana. Ugh.
Sorry,
Oh,
man.
man, my
My
heart goes out
prayers
to
and
you.
thoughts to you, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, brother.
Oof. Yeah, that's
I'm sorry for your loss, bro.
very sorry for your loss, man. That's tough. You yeah, man, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, my man. And
Yeah,
you're
dude.
definitely gonna be in our
Thoughts and prayers for
thoughts
sure,
and
brother.
prayers, yes.
Man.
Yes.
Wow. I can't even imagine, man.
Janice is here. Sandra's here.
That's like my drummer. My drummer too, man. I give that guy a lot of credit, man, for losing his son too. That was one of the worst wakes I've ever gone to. It was a weird reunion because it was a lot of friends that we all went to high school with. We haven't seen
Right.
each other since high school,
Right. Yeah.
over 25 years more, and yeah, just to see everybody. It was great to see everyone, but it was
Not
just
in that circumstance. Yeah.
right. It was the wrong
Yeah.
circumstance, and it was. But the plus side of it is that my drummer, my bass player, all the band members, except me, are back playing out again. So it's great. It's great to hear. I'm not hurt. I'm not mad. I'm happy for them playing. That's what they want to do. It helps my drummer keep his mind off of things, and my bass player helps him out with that. And singer, and they got a new guitar player, and that's great, man. They're playing out shows, and I'm planning to go see them play live in a local town here on the 15th of October. So just to
okay.
support them. But yeah, man, that's
Yeah, Dana, my
wow,
heart
Dana.
my heart is broke, goes out for you. My man, my I don't yeah, right there. I'm so sorry, my man. That is a tough one. I can't wrap my mind around that one. So
Wow.
try to have a good night, get some good sleep, and yeah.
Yeah, man. Just I don't know what to say, but kind of like when I tell my drummer and what we tell him, and that's what he's been doing, is hang around positive people, man. Hang around positive people. The positive people in your life will help you, man.
That's a good point.
Seriously. I mean,
I'll try like hell to make you laugh somehow. Try.
yeah,
We
man.
got a lot of
I
funny
mean, everything we
clips.
do here is out of
It's
for
serious,
humor,
but
for
fun.
fun. We don't mean to offend anybody, and if we do,
We do.
it's just the way it goes. We do, but
That's right. If we do,
we
man.
do,
I
we
mean,
do. But
If you can't take a joke, you are a joke, and you shouldn't watch the show.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
but
the way it is.
yeah,
That's really.
I
the
hope
way
that
it
you
is.
come on to see us and laugh and get
But
your
you're
mind off of
definitely
things,
in
man.
our thoughts and prayers, Dana. I mean, I will. That's. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember that, Dana. I do.
Yeah, I agree, Dre.
Dedicated a video to him. Yep.
I agree, Dry Heat, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Ben Tom. Hey, man. Welcome. Happy Friday.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Ben Tom?
So on that note, everybody send Dana Everhart some positive vibes, good thoughts.
Yes, please.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Like I said, every day is a blessing. When you're above ground, it's a blessing. You've beaten trillions of odds. We're floating around on a rock in a galaxy, in a universe of trillions and trillions. You've beaten the odds just to be here. As short as experience as it is. So it's very special, even though every day may suck. Going to work sucks, but very special to be on this little rock floating around for the lifespans we have. So,
yeah.
Right on.
Take care, Dana. Take care, brother.
Yes, please.
So, I guess, yeah. That's a deep one, my man.
Yeah, take care of yourself, brother. Happy Friday, Ben Tom. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Yes.
Let's get Rob's music store in here. He always lightens the mood up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt.
Let's go. Let's start out at the beginning in case someone's watching that hasn't watched before. Welcome to my channel, everybody. Stafford's Music Studio. Co-host R2R3 Lockingnut. The Joe Wentz Project TV. Joe Wentz himself healing up. My Facebook people watching, welcome. And the one or two viewers on Twitch, welcome. So this is our show.
Wow. We got some Twitchers.
Yeah, no one's commented yet, but Twitch and Twitter. So
who the hell are these guys?
These guys, because I need to go on there.
On Twitter.
Twitch, I need to go on. You know, a lot of YouTubers are switching to tit, not tit. We like tits, but I do like tits, but we're gonna,
yeah, man.
A lot of YouTubers are switching to Twitch. Man. Tits are great. If you look at tits, it will expand your life expectancy somehow. So if you can look at tits, do that. I don't know if you're into men tits or man tits or women tits, but
you got Dana Everhart's attention. Tits, yes.
I like women tits, breasts. Nice women tits will extend your life. But
he was about to hit the stop live button. He went, wait, tits?
Tits.
What's going on?
I need to get some tits on this show.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah, so tits are great, but Twitch, a lot of YouTubers are going to Twitch, not tits, Twitch, to do this stuff, go live. But anyway, we're going old school here. Here's Rob's music store.
Oh, boy.
Motherfucker, man, shit.
My wife just asked.
Hello.
Did you say tits?
Yeah, man, what's up, man? Shit, yeah, man. Selling guitars, pimping hoes, you name it, brother. We got it going on.
You can turn off the light.
Man, shit, I've been out here since about 6:30 this morning, man. Made about $42. Yeah, man. Hang on, man. Let me call your ass back. Somebody just walked in here. All right, man. Peace. Hey, man, what happening? Welcome to Rob's Music Store, man. What can I do for you?
Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yes, me and my wife were in the area, and I thought I'd come and possibly buy a guitar from you.
Well, hell yeah, man. Look around. We got all kind of shit in here. What the hell you want?
Well, I'll tell you, Rob. I'd like to buy a PRS.
Switch your bitch ass. Man, what the fuck is a PRS?
Well, a PRS is a high-quality crafted instrument made in the USA by Paul Reed Smith. And the little pricey, but they get the job done. I'm sure you can understand what I mean there, right?
And the last time I could tell you, man, PRS, the only thing I know down here in the hood, that means people robbing shit. Man, motherfucker, who is that on your shirt anyway? Who is that, Tattoo from Fantasy Island?
I will not stand here and be insulted by the likes of you, man.
You ain't shit. You gonna come in here and buy something from Rob's Music Store or not? Don't waste my time, motherfucker, because I got other shit I can be doing, making me some scratch. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I gotta buy me some goddamn scratch off later down this stove.
I think it's only safe to warn you that I know the ways of the Force. So don't fuck with me, pal.
Motherfucker, I got something for your ass. You better get your ass on the fuck up out of here.
Damn. Oh. You ain't shit.
Yeah.
better run, bitch.
Excellent, Joe. Really good. Really good.
Every time, man. Every time it gets me.
Oh.
When
Damn
Joe,
you, R2. Damn you.
Joe put a video out the next, like, I don't know, next day or something. The comment I put on there was, "You ain't shit, bitch."
Yeah, we need the Rev. We need a visit from the Rev, don't we?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I missed
Every
those.
time R2 gets his little favorite video of the Shredder, and then we play the PRS. People robbing shit. I mean, come on, it's like a beat down, man.
Oh, come
Wait.
on. I'm still in
says,
hiding, and I used to work for the Reverend.
Ben Tom says he lived in a battery in Philly in the mid-'70s. My dad would pay someone $5 to not take the wheels off our car. Wow.
Oh.
That's like in 7th grade for Bible camp. They thought it was a good idea to send me and my classmates down to Georgia to listen to Martin Luther King's daughter talk, and we paid a guy $5 every rate took us. It was $5 to keep basically the homeless from killing us and buy us booze and stuff like that. But yeah, that was like middle school. Hey, Will Dunham, what's up, man?
Hey, Will, what's up, man?
Long time, brother.
Let's go now.
Us Philly boys don't give a damn. Yeah, man, Philly's tough. Philly is tough.
$5, man.
Let's
I
see.
got you a lot back then.
This reminded me when I started dispensary today. My bud Tender said he's never been tipped by a single customer. So I tipped him a gram of dab concrete.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that.
Oh my goodness,
that's awesome.
I mean, they always say tip your bartender and waitress. Does anybody ever tip their bud tender?
Under their tits. Sorry, but you know, kind of true, right?
That's
All
right,
right, gentlemen. So what are we doing now? What are we?
Oh man.
I didn't get any new gear this week, but rearranged the shop here a little bit. Got some guitars out. Got the chips in out. Been playing on the chips and it sounded great.
Yeah, man, I rotated some guitars on the rack today. It's just hard to see. That's a.
I was just going to ask you what that red one is. What's the red one?
Well, I'll go from this one. That's the EVH Wolfgang Standard. That's the Herman Lee Ibanez.
Okay, Herman.
And that is the Silver Surfer Joe Satriani. And then that is JS100 Black right there. Joe Satriani.
That was the one you were playing in the live stream the other day.
Yeah. If anybody tuned into that, I appreciate you tuning in. But man, I don't know what happened after the first song. I just all of a sudden I just felt exhausted and I felt really bad. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So I tried to tough it out, and it's like every song I played, there were some major screw ups, and I was like, this is not working. And so
to check the private.
I went ahead and just bowed out gracefully, and I deleted that stream. So
don't delete it. Even the bad is
No.
good.
I think we talked about this before.
I've left all my train wrecks up. I'm just kidding, Joe. Do whatever makes it comfortable.
Oh man, I tried to watch some of it back, and I just, you're your own worst critic.
Oh, I hate watching. I'm like,
I can't, because I'm like, man, I've played these songs so many times. Why is there so many mistakes? Because whatever, I just felt exhausted, and I haven't recouped 100% yet, and I guess I just,
nobody's gonna hear them mistakes, man. I mean,
I did, and I was like, come on, man, you can do better than this, and so I just went delete, and I just,
Dude.
Oh, did you delete it? Oh, I was good. I was
your
watching.
mistakes-
Oh man,
Joe,
yeah.
it's
If you
just
were
like
there in the
me.
moment, yeah.
When I play my mistakes, it hits me like a sore thumb. But if someone's watching it, just they don't even hear it. You know what I mean? So
Sometimes, when Joe would say, "Oh man, I made a mistake on here. He did something." To me, what it sounds like on my end, it sounds like it doesn't sound like a mistake. it sounds like something you did
Different.
to spice it up a little bit or to do something. If something sounds a little different, you always have a way of making it work. I don't know. Every time you point it out, I go back and watch the video and I go, dude, I didn't know you really made a mistake until you pointed it out. And I always thought like, oh, he added a little something a little different to that the little part there. You always seem to. A mistake is when you could hear a definite note. You came in too soon.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's been people that come into the verse too quick or the chorus too soon.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that was like what was a good mistake?
Well, he's talking like he might have not got the full bend that he wants or something, you know, or the vibrato that he wants. Is like, don't worry about that, man. You didn't crash and burn at all. Like, I mean,
I always think
every
of
time
this.
I turn the camera on, it never goes as good as when I'm playing it, you know.
Ben Tom or somebody who will know, a big Van Halen fan, Joe may even know what I'm talking about. Do you know that mistake that Eddie made that where he came in and he played a little bit of the verse too soon? He came in too quickly. There was it's like it's I don't know if it was Mean Street or
was it on a live version?
Yeah, it was live. It was a live version, and Eddie came in too soon. But the thing is every time you watch that video, you expect to hear that part.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, makes
like you
perfect
want to
sense,
hear that extra riff in there. Like if it was only supposed to be done 4 times, it was done 5 times. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'll have to. I can't remember which song it was where he came in too soon, but it sounded good.
It wasn't on the Us Festival, was it? Was it?
No,
that?
it wasn't the Us
Live
Festival.
music, man. That's great about live music. A shit ton of them bands never play. Even Iron Maiden, they're not. They're not going to play those solos the same way they played them in 1980, whatever, when they recorded that album, and that's fantastic. Go crazy on improv. I mean, even change a quarter of the song. You know, I mean, I think that's great. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Ben Tom knows what I'm talking about. I just can't remember. It says Eddie
Van
played that
Halen.
part one extra time, and it's
an extra
it's like,
measure there.
An extra, when you hear that live video, you always go, "Oh yeah, there's that," and it's like when I hear it on the CD or when I'm playing it back, I always want to hear that part, that extra, like it was supposed to be there, and Eddie effed up, and I'm sure he was probably sitting there going, "Oh man, I shouldn't have done that." And everyone's like, "Dude, that sounded great."
He may not have carried it. Like he may have been doing it's never like he did Eruption 100 different ways, depending on how drunk he was and what was going on and what stage of his life. But I mean, it was all awesome. And if you're listening, just like when I watch Slash or Zach or whatever, to me, it's those big landmarks that matter. And then when they do that in between other stuff, it's like that's like additive, you know. And
I think I remember. I think I remember the song. I think it was Unchained. It was Unchained.
Probably.
If you watch the Unchained live video, he comes in and plays that extra part, and like it's now meant to be. So those are the good mistakes. But anyways,
So I mean, the best thing you do, if you do a mistake, just back out, come back in with your own flavor too, and
I just want to tell Joe, I don't notice him. I know, like you said, you're your own worst critic. You know that you did something, and you're sitting there going, it sounds huge to you in your brain, and you're going, oh my gosh, I messed up.
Especially
but I sit there and I'm like, Joe.
You do
that sounded
Joe,
great.
And you do your Joe solo too. Like it's definitely Joe's touch. Where, like the difference between one of the differences between Joe and myself, I'll speak for myself playing is like, I get caught up in learning cover, and I'm going. It's like all of a sudden I can't settle. I have to have that solo, how it is on the album, and Joe will put his own touch on it. I'm like, that's what I need to do more of. Like, I've spent I remember this was years ago, but I spent 2 weeks learning Iron Maiden solo, right? And I was like, what key it's like. You just, people don't listen that. There's very few people that listen close enough to go, oh, geez, you didn't play that the same way as the album, because that band isn't even going to play it the same way as the album. They're going to hit the landmarks. And the in-between shit is like, go for it, man. Put your twist on it. And they get bored of playing it, so they put their own spice on it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel, you have I watched you play and played with you many times. You have a very distinct style of soloing, and it works. It works. Like when I listen to like, Man in a Box, I seen you cover, like, great cover, and like your solo killed. It was awesome. Well, then I went and learned Man in the Box, and I was playing. I was like, that solo was absolutely nothing like what you were kind of doing there, but what you did, it worked awesome. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's a great attribute in my opinion.
Big time.
Thank you.
Because people like me, I can't unhinge my brain if I'm not sounding like the solo on the album. I'm not doing it justice in my brain, so it kind of goes wonky, Yeah. But other people, I want to unhinge more, disconnect more, maybe hit some bend landmarks, and then like go have that fun during that solo section, and go back to it and not be so serious and spend and that takes a lot of extra time trying to learn it, like how the album is, because there's 15 tabs that are wrong and 15 YouTube videos playing it 15 different ways, and if it's not that popular of a song, you're really screwed. You're just gonna have to play it by ear,
Yeah,
it happens to be a lot.
My bass player would always say, if the solo wasn't exactly the way the original artist was, it was like it wasn't exactly the right notes, but they were the right notes. Meaning they didn't sound off, they didn't sound out of tune, they didn't sound like they didn't belong in there.
Right.
They may not been exactly how the artist did it, but dude, you figured out a way you'd hit the right notes. And it's just like, cool, man, yeah.
If you stay on tempo, if you stay in time, and you stay in key, it's gonna sound great. And just if that solo has a couple huge landmarks, let's call it bends, trills, vibrato, whatever, you might want to hit them. But the in between shit is golden.
Mark Tanner, is that true, man? You turned 58 today?
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Happy birthday.
Where's
Happy
that at?
birthday,
I'm trying to see
man.
it. I have a delayed chat. Where's Mark?
The man with the wrench got 58
Well, I don't even see wrenches in this damn StreamYard. Where's
What the heck?
Shit?
Mark Tanner says, I turned 58 today, one step closer.
Yeah, but how far back? Was that a new comment or?
Yeah, it's pretty
four
new.
comments.
Fourth from the bottom on my end, so it's pretty new. Yeah.
Yep, I got it.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
We need Quentin to sing you a happy birthday song, man.
Happy birthday, Mark Tanner, 58 years old. That a boy,
Damn,
Mark.
Yeah.
Happy
Let me see what I got in the archives, Mark. Maybe I got something. Maybe there's something in here that's worthy of.
I'm gonna change rooms here.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Let me go to my grand piano over here for Mark Tanner.
Grand piano.
Play happy birthday.
Hey.
Hey.
What do we got for Mark? I'm looking for the archives. Let's see. What do we got? Here, Mark, this is what you should be doing on your birthday.
Beer, Jaeger, whiskey. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Beer, whiskey, What can go wrong?
Ah, how did these get up here?
Bad. Ah, nickels! Damn it!
Do you think I'm ever gonna be able to have?
That poor bastard, right?
Yeah, happy birthday.
I gotta play the newest one.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty.
Yes. What the hell? What?
Maybe we should get new roommates.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Did you like that game of mysterious intruder, Lois?
I told you, I don't know who you are, and my name isn't Lois. Mine is. Do it again.
Oh.
Tits. Love this.
Hey, Bri.
Yeah?
Get ready to do to my dog tonight when she won't stop barking.
In my eye! Oh, son of a bitch!
Dumb black
Mom says
lab.
dinner's at 6. She wanted me to tell people. I don't know why.
Step forward, maggot. Next time, that'll be you.
Well, why wasn't it him this time?
Oh, I'm so scared.
Peter, stop it!
Yeah, you're real big when you got that stick, ain't you? Okay, I'll stop now.
Okay.
Here you go, Mark Tanner. In
your
due
bitch ass
time.
get.
It's for you.
What's your bitch ass shit? Hoe ass nigga. I knew you been stealing my shit. Broke ass nigga. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Broke ass nigga. That's what your bitch ass get. And the law's on the way.
Shit on myself.
Dirty ass
That guy's
nigga.
got two elbows now.
Bitch, what you call
They on the
it?
way.
God damn, I shit myself.
Yeah, they on the way.
I went
Law's on the
up,
way,
no.
nigga.
I'm from next door. I'm from next door. I wasn't trying to steal no package, bro. God
What the
damn.
fuck you call it then?
What was in that bitch?
Call it down, man.
Nah, bitch ass nigga, movie trap, nigga, ex-military, nigga. Marine Corps, nigga.
Marine Corps.
Get your bitch ass down, wait for the law, nigga.
I'm just,
You could've killed your motherfucker.
Nah, my bad.
ass,
I'm
nigga.
gonna bring that package back.
Nah, fuck all that, nigga. Law's on the
There you go.
Guess this riff. Guess this riff. Whoever you are.
Yeah. I said that with Dave earlier today.
That was my bass player. Excellent.
Dude, wow.
God dang it.
Holy smokes, boy.
Holy
That's cool, Mark Tanner. 28 today, man. That's awesome.
What?
That's too much fun. We did well. This show's been a long time. We got people like get serious. Okay, let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
What?
Let's
here.
get serious.
The Diddle Mini Looper, $100. Get yours today. It's a must.
Oh, I've never messed with that pedal.
I have one of
It's
those.
the best because I own it. It's the best.
Because you own it.
TC Electronics. It's got a USB port. Update it. Looper. Volume, very simple. Put it on your
Wait a
pedal
minute.
board
Have we
today.
figured out what the USB does?
You won't regret it. I don't care what it does. Just this thing is amazing.
Because I mean, I have the TC Electronic Mini Hall of Fame Mini, the Hall of Fame Reverb. I love that thing, man.
This is Hall of Fame nothing. This is a mini.
It's a Hall of Fame Reverb, just like
Yeah.
that. One knob, and the USB is so that you can download tone prints from different artists and different presets.
Right.
I have the Paul Gilbert
Mhm.
preset for the reverb. I
probably what
strictly
this
use
is.
that one. Yeah, but
This is a true tone
the Ditto,
bypass.
we haven't figured out what the USB does for the Ditto. Like, can you download or upload?
I think.
My question is, let's say I created an awesome loop, which I still have a loop on that pedal that I don't want to get rid of. That right
Yeah.
now, if I were to plug it in and play it into my amp, it still remembers that last recording I did. I wish I could download it.
Yeah, but you can erase that, of course, unless you
Yeah, I don't
want
want
to
to.
remember it.
That's the thing. I don't want to. It's a riff that you get. You guys ever come up with like a part for a song or just a riff or whatever you want to call it? Just a little guitar noodle.
Yeah.
And it's on my Ditto, that TC Electronic Ditto, and
No.
then you listen to it and you go, "How did I play that?" And you're trying to still figure it out. That's what happened. I did something on the guitar. I recorded it, played it on that Ditto pedal, forgot about it, plugged the Ditto pedal back in, pressed the replay button, and it went, "What was I playing?"
Well, like Dave Mustaine says, he doesn't practice without recording. So
David
my only-
Mustaine?
Mustard stain. So my seriously, my only advice to anybody, but it's good advice. I honestly, basically, and I do record everything I do pretty much, and because great point being, there was something I didn't record a couple weeks ago or a week, and like a 1 week, a few days was like this improv thing. It was like, oh my god. I remember this part, but what did I do in the beginning? And it's like, any tip I could give anybody is like, record. And then the other thing is, the great thing about that, if you record every time you play, I remember when I hit that record button, I couldn't play. I went to shit because I was so nervous. Me, my computer, just me and the computer. When I hit record, boom, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with the video camera. For me, Joel, you can give your tips, but I mean, for me, it's like, just do, even if you don't put it out, just do it. So it's like nothing having that equipment going. You know, you're just used to it.
But have you ever played something so naturally and you go, dude, I'm playing this. You're having a great day jamming on guitar.
Yeah.
You're playing, you go, dude, that sounds good. I want to record this. And I want to record it on my Logic, and I want to record it on my camera. And I hit record, and I hit record, and then all of a sudden I go, dunk. And everything freezes up, and then you stop and you rewind, and you're going like this. Let's do it again. And let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
But then when I'm not hitting record, it comes out just
Because
fine.
you're not.
My God.
There's no pressure. You know, that's
Right.
it's just all in your head.
It is.
And you just got to. It took me a long time too, man. I mean, I'm looking at 3 cameras right now, 4 including this one, but you just gotta. It just takes time. You know,
Joel's right, man.
It took me a lot of time to just.
Me too.
Just act like it's not even there.
It's not even there.
You just gotta like, the shitty thing is if you push record and you try to play for 5 hours, you know, but if you get used to it, I run into the problem where I run out so you kind of got to divide up. But if I record constantly, so if something's cool, like I hit record and feel totally comfortable.
Oh yeah.
And I used to be like, I would start sweating like a whore in church, you know, when I hit record.
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
like bad, you know, and I'd be like, no, I'm just
Start
like,
with thinking.
you know.
Hey, real quick, to go back on what we're talking about, Dan in New Jersey says on the Ditto 2X, you can download the loop through the USB. So I'm thinking you can probably do the same with that.
Very important.
With the Ditto. If you can do it on Ditto 2X.
Well, like I said, the USB port's on by the power adapter. You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I wish
I'm gonna
I ran out of space to Thrash. And I did delete Copeland because it seemed like every time I played it, like if there was 30 people watching, it dropped to like 25. I think a lot of people didn't like that. The Kenneth. Yeah, I've never hooked it up R2. I don't know, man. You are kind of the guru that way.
I'm gonna try it. I haven't tried it. I haven't played that Ditto pedal in a long time. It just doesn't work with the stuff that I'm using right now. So,
Well, for like me too, yeah. Like, I don't know if you have to have it if you're not hooked up to like house sound. Like this has to be turned up really loud to make in my opinion, the backing track to work. To where you hear it good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I always struggle with that with my loop pedal. It's it's back there. I got the Boss RC3. It's kind of the basic version, and the red one. And it's all right, man. But the only thing I can't stand about a loop pedal is if you're going, you gotta have your stuff set up right so you can hear the playback of the loop, so it's not distorted. And
Exactly.
If you go through a front of an amp, it sounds like crap. And I'm like, this blows, man. And so you gotta have it going through like what's it called? A effects loop or something like that.
Right.
Something where it's not being interfered with. And I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with all that. I just want to plug it up and use it. But you can't because if you
it
do
works best when it's like clean. You're playing like a clean amp.
That's a good point. That's a great point. I never used to put it in effects loop. I just put it in front of the amp. So you're telling me if I put that in the effects loop, that's going to sound way better?
Yeah, it should. I mean,
So if you have your delay, what would
especially
you
if
do
you
with
already
your
have
delay?
loops on it. If you already have stuff pre-recorded on it and you play it back through the effects loop, it won't be, the power amp won't interfere with it. It'll just be clean.
So what would you do if you have your delay? Would you have it before or after
No,
your delay
you would have
effects loop?
you would have it. I always put my effects loop on the very end. But
So it'd be delay, effects loop. I'm sorry, delay, looper to amp, effects loop.
Return.
Right.
To the return,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
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 And then I took my wah, I took that to my tuner, and then my tuner to the front of my amp.
Front of your amp, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
so.
correct.
Yeah, if I could show you, that's what I got going right here.
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
you
playing
go.
a board. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's kind of complicated. I mean, if you look close though, over there's the DD6, there's the tuner, and then the Vox.
Mm-hmm.
So the Vox, that comes out and goes to my guitar.
Right.
Vox goes to tuner.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Then out of that tuner goes the front of the amp.
Right.
And then the digital delay
and the effects loop.
left and right go back to the return.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's
that way your repeats will be clean and your delays
Right.
clean. It's not all distorted.
well, it sounded horrible.
Yeah, you
before
don't
because
ever
my
put
front of the
amp-
amp.
in front. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yep.
really
So anytime
bad.
you have distortion and you put delay in front of the amp, like that,
Right.
it would
Well,
have unless you have like some kind of like little like slapback delay or the Echoplex. Like Eddie Van Halen would use the Echoplex in front of the amp, but it was just like a quick one repeat.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. I still
Not
have mine
some-
after. I like it after.
Well, the crazy thing is, my Randall has so much power, RMS 100 power. So the problem with half stacks is unless you can turn them up, like turn them up, I couldn't even turn mine up loud enough to get the distortion out of. So you use your pedals. So I could stack. So when that happens, you can stack everything in front of your amp. I could put my delay, my wall, everything in front of that amp. Because I didn't play a venue big enough. I'd have to be in a Coliseum to turn this particular half stack up enough for me to get natural distortion out of it. But this 5150 EVH is just a little beast right out of the gate at these lower volumes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense? And I
Yes.
read up on it. So
Oh, yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
So I could run front of the amp, my whole pedal board with my half stack.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I ran the effects loop. I tried the effects loop, and it actually sounded worse on my half stack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's crazy,
wild,
right?
The EVH is modified to just handle stuff a lot better. It's just, it's just a newer state of the art stuff going on.
Oh yeah, that my amp's 20-some years old. My half stack.
Right.
James Brown, man. James Brown. James Brown's the original designer of the 5150 amp for the PV. And then Eddie brought him back to do the iconic.
Yeah.
But I think I have Celestians and that Randall, but this is a EVH
Celestial.
Celestial. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a difference. It's fucking huge. It's huge.
Yeah. Big time.
It's like all my metal guys are like all playing through 5150s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like
It's been like
all
that
of
for
them.
years. Yeah.
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 Yeah, they did it right,
I mean,
man.
some of them do Mesa Boogie and Marshall and everything, but outside of that, you got kind of that going on. Outside of that, it's all your EVH 5150.
Yeah.
See, to me, the PV 5150, I have the 516505 Plus, which is the 5152. And man, for metal, it's the tightest, greatest thing, man, when you put an overdrive pedal in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played dual rectifiers, I played Mesa Boogie gear, and the 5150 1 and the 5152 is a rectifier, to me, a rectifier on steroids, a tighter rectifier. It's got that same kind of power amp sound, output distortion, but it's just tighter. I can't explain it.
Right.
So I mean, I know there's people that love the rectifiers. I love the rectifier. To me, it's the rectifier sound a little bit spongier. I don't know. I can't find the right word. It just sounds a little looser. The PVs 5150s are just tighter, a little edgier.
But there's a misconception on rectifiers. Excuse me. So some people think, oh, I got the dual rectifier. They're going to go buy a triple rectifier. It's like, look, you can only play one rectifier at a time. You know what I mean?
Too much power.
Right.
That's for like people playing. I mean, Korn used the triple rectifiers. That's loud gig playing.
Hughes and Kettner has a triple. They have a dual and the Mark II. And then my buddy had a Mesa Boogie that had a dual rectifier. But you have one rectifier basically to play distortion, and you have one rectifier to play clean, right? So if you have a triple rectifier, you have your rectifier to play rhythm distortion, you have your other rectifier to play clean, you have your other rectifier to play like solo. And so they each got their own, but some people think like it doesn't really, in my opinion, it doesn't really make it the amp like this massive thing. It's each channel is going to, the amount of channels that amp has is each to an individual rectifier. And that's how I was explained to it by a guy that builds amps. So he said, you can go buy a triple rectifier. And I was like, ooh, and
Yeah,
this shit.
right, but it's
you're only
150
using one
watts.
Right, and he goes, but you're only using one rectifier at a time. Right, so like even my Randall is 100 RMS, which is, I can't even turn it up a quarter throttle, even on show hardly. You can't even use it. You know what I mean? I can't even turn it up loud enough to get the distortion. But Mesa did something with like you get your dual and triple rectifiers. They sound pretty badass even at low volumes because they put a triple rec in there. So they go, you got your distortion.
That's the thing.
Your
The one
clean,
thing
your triple.
I learned was rectifier. Well, rectify. What does rectify mean? It means to redirect.
Right.
When you say you got to rectify the situation, redirect. So what my understanding is, the rectifier did two things. They would use tube rectifiers, so they would have the power tubes to get the output sound like every other amp. And then they would put tube rectifiers. There were two different types of stages they would go through. So you had a switch to go through the tube rectifier, and it would have like the spongier sound. And then, or if you go into this, they would call it silicone diodes, and bypass that rectifier tubes and go into the diodes and rectify and direct it to a different way to make it edgier. So that would be spongier or heavier. So that's what I've learned. I went to, for a very short period of time, I went to DeVry for electronics, and
Right.
and I want because I really wanted to learn everything about amplification and so forth, but they really didn't want to show me about anything about that. They want to show me just the basics. But I
Well-
kind of learned about the whole thing about the diodes and the rectifier and the rectifiers and the tube rectifiers, and I'm like,
Right.
so that's what they were doing. So I learned a lot of metal players. Ola England, Devin Townsend, all these people that were using these rectifiers were never using the tube rectifier tubes. They were using the
Right.
silicone diodes to rectify the output stage into that silicone diode to bypass the tube rectifier. So I'm like, why do you even have the
Why
tube
would you want that? Yeah.
the tube rectifiers in? So James Brown basically, it
Right.
sounded like, I don't know. It seemed like back then a lot of people were copying a lot of amp designs. You know, the whole story
sure,
of that.
well, sure.
That Randall Smith, which is the designer and creator of Mesa Boogie, ripped off the design of Soldano amps, which is where basically the PV 5150 is based off of, where Eddie Van Halen found out that the SLO Soldanos, which are like $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 custom made guitars, amps, great sounding amps.
Yeah.
That Randall Smith took the design of Soldano, Mike Soldano, and made the tube rectifier. And Mike Soldano, it's on YouTube, called out Randall Smith for stealing out the design of
No shit.
of the Soldano SLO, which is the rectifier. Which at the same time, James Brown, the creator of PV 5150, basically grabbed what Soldano was using, because Eddie, think about it. Eddie went to James Brown and said, I love the SLO. He bought a bunch of SLO Soldanos, and Randall Smith stole the design of the SLO and created the dual rectifier. And then so PV James Brown created the 5150, which to me, to my ears, sounds like the SLO and the Mesa Boogie combined together and created its own little baby right there. And it's weird, man. So the truth comes out later on. You're hearing all these stories of all these amp designers stealing, you know, the blueprints and layouts of what they were
Right.
doing. Because you go into the minds of these guys who are electricians and so forth, and amp designers, and you know, they know all the circuit boards and know what all these capacitors and diodes and silicone, everything that they know what to do. And how about if I change this and do this and put this here and do that here? That's my wife's uncle. The guy has no clue about amplification, but if I were to I give him that circuit board, the amp, or that circuit board to that wah pedal, he looks at it and he laughs and goes like,
Nothing to it.
this is easy. Like, what is this?
Right.
And I explain it to him. This is how a wah pedal is. Just and he, without him even knowing anything about guitar amplification, what it's for, he can tell you what each one of those little signal paths go and what it's for. And I sit there and it blows my mind. And so that's why I'm like, man,
Well,
I
you're
told
not
my
an
wife, I
electrician.
go, if my amp ever blows, if my wah pedal ever blows, anything goes, I can show it to him. He completely understands the whole layout. That's why a lot of these guys, like Leo Fender, let's go back to Freddie Tavares. No, but Leo Fender, the guy didn't even play guitar. The guy did not play guitar, and he designed the Fender Stratocaster, Telecaster. What? What? A lot of these people that create these things don't even play the instrument. They know, they hear the sounds in their head. They know what the musician wants, and they create it for them. I just think that's mind-boggling, man. Mind-boggling.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I know everything about rectifiers, thrash.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that really know. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this guy was he went to Chicago. He's a colleague of mine, and he took schooling in Chicago for amp building. And he pretty much layman term it, dumb it down for me because he'll lose me at hello otherwise. And he just said, he just kind of said, he just told me you use one rectifier at a time, even if it's a triple or double or whatever. So,
right. And the thing is too, with you have the single rectifier was 50 watts, the dual rectifier was 100 watts, and the triple rectifier was 150 watts.
Yeah.
And then my understanding is that the more wattage it had, the more headroom you have, the less distortion you would get, the less output distortion you would get, because you're not clipping that distortion.
You want headroom.
So that's why you get these
people. You got to get up in there.
That's why you get like Mark Tremonti and all these people now are going for the 50 watt, 30 watt, 15 watt heads, the lunchbox amps that are getting more like these huge clipping distortion sounds that are pleasant to the ear, and without blowing your ears, without, the plexi, what was it all about? You had to turn up the amp, turn all the knobs up, and make sure that the amp clipped all the way in order to get some kind of distortion and blow your freaking neighbor's ears out. It's just amazing now what people can do. It's just...
Well, let's look into this. Maybe we can continue it next week. Like I said, I don't...
Right.
Go see Wells. Good evening. Good evening. I think we're about to pull the
Good
show.
evening.
I think I got Joe's getting sore, I think.
I gotta get out of this chair. Man.
Yeah, man. Diodes basically control the direction of electrons. Yeah, we're getting scientific now, but no, I hear you. I just know that it was.
Yeah, we can.
And guess what? I didn't delete Copeland. I was only 11 watching. Here we go. I'll fire him off, and then we'll end the show until another time. Here we go.
Yes, there you go.
Here we go.
It's coming out now. Oh, man. Oh, boy, I'm telling you. Oh, look at that. I didn't get my... Oh. Oh. Ah! Blankety blank!
There it is, Thrash. You asked for it, you got it. So, but yeah, let's just whoever's here left, still here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Trip. I'm looking for my outro. I hope I didn't delete that. Maybe I deleted that.
5 people left because they thought we were talking about rectums, but we were talking about rectifiers.
Rectifiers, not rectums. Joe, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thanks to everybody
you,
for the support.
Absolutely.
I said it's everybody happy Friday. Thanks for coming out. We got 9 people left. Facebook. I'm missing the chat because I gotta try to get us out of this.
Oh, I'm laughing at Mark Tish.
Still understand. All right, I'm gonna take us out here, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Stafford's Music Studio. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And to my co-hosts, make sure you check their channels out. R2R3 Lockingnut. Mr. Joe Wentz from the Joe Wentz Project TV. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up. I haven't talked about that enough tonight. It's easy to forget, but Helps with everything. So share it, spread it. Be nice.
Good night, Charlie.
Be nice to get some new people involved in the community in here too, from the community. So anyway, we will see everyone later. I think I have it dialed up. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Be safe.
Tits and titties.
Today's. Here we go. All right, everybody.
Mark Tanner,
Thank you so
happy
much.
birthday. And for your birthday, Mark Tanner, they're going to build not only a Dirty Shirley amp, but a Dirty Sanchez.
You guys rock. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
On that note, good night.
Bye.
Si, senor, Dirty Sanchez.
That's what you get, motherfucker.